Welcome to anyone that joins in. We'll wait a few minutes, see if we get anybody, and then we'll proceed from here. What's up, Grim? About to go over the new server intro for everyone that views. All viewers have access to, and only to viewers. I'll put the Discord link in the video chat before long, so people can get access to the server. We're gonna explain what makes our server a little different and what we're going with. So we'll get there soon. And I'm just playing, so I need to sell some stuff. Feels good. I want to keep that. Let's sell that. All these things. So we'll get there soon. Well, Chris, I figured you'd already be trying the server, but you haven't, especially since it's a hardcore server, in a way. But don't worry, guys. We're going to break it down. I've got most of the settings fixed, and I think we're going to make a twist to certain settings. Our raid settings are going to be unique. But I'm opening up this server to all viewers. Only viewers will have access to it. That's it. Just viewers.
That thing registered? Nobody cares.
What's up, Heinrich? This is a server for his wife, too. I have been busy. There's no fame requirements. Nothing. The length and the raid times, we're going to go over that. Everything. Just making a little intro for my server. Depending on popularity, we'll increase it from 30 people to 64, and so on. The people will determine. I do, Heinrich. Oh, I see. Yeah, we have our own server now. They want to ban us from theirs. I'm going to create a server for the community where everyone can vote on rules, vote on things, etc.
Prices are not negotiable.
You can find cars in the world, stuff like that.
If you want me to buy that, you better give me a good price.
You can find cars, you can do PvE, there's safe zones. I have a couple no build zones. We can go over that now. This orange box in the top left. No building on D4 airfield, but there's increased loot up here. So you can PvP up here, you just can't build in here, and there's increased loot. All the bunker set zones, they're smaller than what you've seen on some maps. And that's because there's increased loot in every bunker. All bunkers have increased loot. You cannot build down here, but there's increased loot on the island as a whole. Safe zones are still the same. Your big safe zones are still the same, but those are your only safe zones. And then all little circles you see have increases in loot. All the other circles or squares, etc., have increases in loot. So this is a US-based server, Grim, but it is not a West Coast. I put it to as far East Coast as I could and as close to Europe as possible so that a lot of these servers, EU players have like 40 ping, some of them have 20 ping, but US players play around 180 to 140. Like on old SE server, I played, no, blue areas are active bunkers, they just have increased loot. It's still a PvP server. We'll get to all the rules in a second. Well, I'll tell you, or not the rules, but I'll tell you more about the server in a second. But this map here, so basically I tried to split the difference. So I have about 80 ping right now. Oh, okay, good. All right, there you go, Grim. See, this is perfect for you. I have about 80 ping right now, and it's as far from me as possible in the US. I'm all the way on the West Coast, and this is East Coast. So you're gonna have amazing ping. And a lot of there's a few Europeans who helped test it already. They're from England and they can play when they have just fine ping. So I chose a good central location to get most of Europe. Australia probably struggle, but if you're anywhere on the Eastern part of Europe or Western Europe, you're probably fine. So there is no safe zones. This is still a full loot PvP. There is no PvE zones. However, the reason I call it hardcore is puppets do twice as much damage as they would on a vanilla server, and there's twice as many puppets. Which I'll try to show you guys. We're going to demonstrate a little bit. Just since I'm playing, you know, I'm selling stuff. So it's still full loot PvP. Oh yeah, so I mean this server should be better for her, honestly. But I'm selling some stuff. I just bought a Rager. That's why it's yellow. I crashed my old Rager. Making some money. So I'm just selling parts. But it's a hardcore when it comes to puppet damage. Puppets will eat you up on here.
Prices are not negotiable.
There's a few people who've been testing it with me, and I mean even I died to
If
puppets.
you want me to buy that,
Several people have died to puppets. I've died to puppets. Puppets are not your friend on this server. I've made it that way because I wanted PvE. Some things never change. You driving, for instance? Yeah, my driving. Base building elements. We're going to go look at all of that, Grim. Don't worry. So there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of initial rules right now, but they can be changed. All the rules are on the server and all those type of stuff, but things like that, we're going to go over it all. Just let me take care of this, and we're going to go drive to base, and I'll show you guys a lot of the new things that we're looking at.
No loitering. Prices are not negotiable.
I have one question. Do any of you hate having to wait till the weekend to raid?
If you want me to buy that, you better give me a... Yeah.
If you hate having to wait till the weekend to raid or be raided, John's not yet. John's currently, I think, visiting Becca, so his woman. So he's not been on here yet. So far, only 4 people have tried it, but all across the globe. You guys will see that in a second.
No loitering. Prices are not negotiable. If you want me to buy that,
Here we go.
you bet. Yeah.
All right. Let me show you guys some things. First, we're going to go to the base I've been building. And I'll show you guys some of what I'm talking about, base building parts. Okay, so here's the thing. I, too, can't raid every day. I have a job, and I work full-time. But has anyone been on a server where the gold was maxed and you couldn't buy any more gold? People hoarding like 200 gold and stuff. Has anyone experienced that? The gold hoarding. Having way too much gold that you don't know what to do with it. Someone's been up here, guys. There's a bike right there. If anyone's ever experienced gold hoarding on a server, I'm going to show you how we're going to deal with gold hoarding. And a lot of the settings can be changed as we play and such. Right now there's oh shit. Well, we said my driving never changes. Exactly. The weekend rating, you can see both sides. So we're going to go in depth and discuss how I'm thinking of changing rating. You can't. Exactly, Grim. It's hard to get that much gold because there's certain players, if they play more than you, you can buy up all the gold on a server. There's eventually the server can run out of gold. It's 100% possible and very likely, actually. Before we left SE, or before I was forced off of SE, I had bought all the gold I could buy because there's no more on the server. I was limited. So we're gonna go show you guys what I'm talking about. Well, it's like I said, it's gonna be a hardcore PvP server. We're starting out with 30 players, but anyone that watches basically, if you weren't like sent an invite to try it right now, I know there's a reset coming, so people will have no reason not to start on a new server. You know, with this update. Oh, I'm being called. 1 second, guys. All right, we're back, everybody. We're back. Yeah, oh, there's an update, not 1.0, but there is an update this week, I think on Thursday. So in a couple days. All right, so base building parts, we were asked. Let's go look, make sure this is all working properly. It's got a little tier 1 base. All right. So as you can see, starting out, you have 400 base elements, guys. 400, and you get 25 per teammate. So 475 currently, where there's only 3 players, because I'm only allowed it up to squads of 3 for a maximum of 10 teams. Currently, keep in mind that's currently, but 400 base parts is our current base. All that can be edited and changed per server strength, server performance, and number of people playing. But right now we're at 400. Now you should be able to just click on this, and right here, guys, you can set a base protection. So you can choose when you want your time to start, and you can make it for 8 hours. So you can set your base to be protected for 8 hours at a time. Dropships are not on because they're still currently broken. I did some testing already and they do not work. But we do have the little ghosts on. So the little drones come flying around to remind you you're on a TV show. So the way that system's going to work to help decrease the amount of gold being consumed. Exactly, Grim. I get it. And right, being able to have base protection is nice. So as long as you have a teammate, this system works really well. It's not a perfect system. The little drones, yeah, I can turn those off. I just left them on for now to remind you. It's kind of funny. It gives you the creeps every now and then. A flag being overtaken is not allowed. If someone tries it, you have 336 hours to fix it. So basically 14 days or something. So no one can take over people's flags. But the way this would work is there's people who hoard gold, Grim. So a guy like you would never have 200 gold. But because of that system, I can recirculate gold back into the server by, you're going off for the night, Grim? You're not going to be online? You come to your flag and you set protection. So right now, we can say it's based on wine time zone. So we'll say it starts at 1800 and you can end it at cannot exceed 8 hours. So ends at 2 in the morning. So now my base is protected. Vehicle despawn in 14 days. Now let's say you're going to go on vacation. Now this is just you, not your team. If you're a solo player and you're going on a vacation, I can flag your base with this system. I can make your base safe until you return from your vacation. But so right now my base cannot be raided, as you guys will see. When it hits 1800, which should be getting close, in about 40 minutes my base goes into a safe mode. So the base can't be raided. But after 8 hours, if I want to reactivate my base so I can make it safe again, you'd have to pay 1 gold. So basically you can re-up it and keep your base protected for gold. Now 8 hours is the max I can do per SCUM server settings, but with this update that may change. But as of right now, this is what I'm thinking of to keep players here, because a lot of players don't like that you have to wait till the weekend to raid. A lot of players can't play on weekends. They might work on weekends. So with this method, if you have anyone on your team, you can have 24-hour protection. But on the weekends, I can turn off the raid, this protection. So on weekends, you can't make your base protected anymore. But through the week, you get 8 hours of protection and you circulate gold. So if this team decides to have their base protected all week, so they do 1 week, 8 hours a day, comes out to about 40 gold, give or take, 50 gold. Well, that means it's 50 more gold for a guy like you, Grim, that you can buy that on the weekend. I can use that as a gold sink. Exactly, Heinrich, to keep people coming back. And my areas are much smaller, my no build areas, so you can build in a lot more places. However, I did take this island away. I'm probably going to take this island away too. I kind of want to prevent island building. But at the same time, I've not decided if I want to remove all islands. I just don't like that this island can be built on and defended really well with my current system. But this means that smaller players, yes, it hurts them. But if a player decides not to buy protection or they try to leave the server for a few days, their base isn't just protected for a week. Some people only play on your server once they get strong. They only play for a week. They only play on the weekends. But this way, they have to play every day. Or not so much every day, right? But they need to stay online. Their base isn't safe for 5 days a week. This is I'm opening this up to everyone right now. I'm going to give everyone the Discord link. And if you're watching, you're allowed to play on this server. I've got it how I'm going to keep it for now. And as of right now, anyone can play on it. So you can come and experiment with it, see how the puppets feel, and you're allowed to give feedback. So we have a Discord, and the only way you can get to this is by going to Discord. You're going to go to, when I post it, you will go to the, I'm going to go ahead and make it because people have used the general more than I meant for them to, which is not a big deal. There's a password to this server, and the password will be in the rules section at the bottom. So after you read the rules, you'll be allowed to start playing. I'm just going to make sure I get it. Yep, here we go. Going to give you guys the link. Give me just a moment. So after you read all the rules, and the rules are very much like Lithias's, but that's the point, is I want to be a little more restrictive, and as people work together, exactly, Heinrich, but the idea is that the rules are a lot like Lithias's rules with a few changes that you might not notice, but that's what questions are for. And then if it seems too restrictive, as a community, we can vote on changing things and adding things. So I'm going to go ahead and get, what's this say? Okay, no problem. But yeah, the point is for people to try this. Right now I'm inviting people, so give me just a second. Oh, I gotta use the copy button. Oh yeah. Okay. So as of for this video, people have 7 days. Well, I guess because I'm in safe streamer mode, it won't let me get the link. I'm gonna make the link good for that 7 days is fine. Hold on. Apologies, people. Give me just a moment as we get this link together. Okay. Oh my gosh. It says use the copy button. When I use the copy, oh, you hear that, guys? Our little drone's coming by. There he goes. I'm going to give everyone the link so everyone's allowed to start. Basically, there is an issue, right? Where lots of Chinese players invade the server. Chinese players like to invade servers that they see and ruin them. Well, with this method, only people I invite or people who watch me can play on this server. They'll join the Discord so I know who they are, and then they can join the server after reading the rules, because it'll be at the bottom of the rules page. Then you just take the password, and the name of the server is the name of the Discord channel. So it all goes hand in hand. It's really easy to find. In fact, if you type in Throin in SCUM, I pop up as the only server. So give me a second. Discord's being super slow. I got it. Oh, there we go. Finally, guys. Finally. Now I can maybe get this invite working. Give me just a second. Sometimes it's really... Here we go. All right, guys. Figured it out. Teamwork makes the dream work. There's everyone's invite. And you're welcome to join the server. But we're going to go look around at some puppets and stuff and show it off a little bit. I don't have a bow. And my truck is already damn near destroyed. How is that possible? Man, I can't keep a vehicle. Let's put this in my bag real quick. Alright, guys. And I've been playing it just like everyone else, so I can feel the loot and everything. And the loot is meant to be more rewarding. Towns and stuff still reward you, right? Towns still reward you. They're meant to be rewarding. Do I have a knife? I don't know if I have a knife yet. I need a knife. But I wanted bunkers in places where people to PvP and people want to go to fight. I wanted that to be where the best loot is. If you're willing to die for your loot, it needs to be the best loot. Grimzy's here. Look, good to see you. Coral Lobo. Yep. Yeah, just feel free to roll. Y'all, this is up 24/7 as always. You guys are welcome to play here. I don't have any control over that. It's not meant to be restricting. It's meant to be a little more freeform. And we're going to show it off a little bit for people. There are people in the Europeans that can play on it. If I can play on a French server and I'm West Coast, someone in France can play on the East Coast server. She already changed to mouse? Alright, nice. Well, she's welcome to play as much as she wants, Heinrich. And yes, when the update comes, I'm going to make sure things are more solidified. And it's only going to be a partial wipe. That's if I even do a wipe. If the devs don't require one for the server to work, we might not wipe it since it's just starting. So any gold she gets, she's going to keep, character stats, all that stuff. So people starting now will still get to have an advantage. We're not sure if we're doing a partial wipe yet since it's only been up 2 days. It's been up, technically it's been up 3 days, but 2 days of testing, something like that. I think I have 1 day extra on everybody, and that's been me experimenting to edit settings. Obviously I make money because I can't help it. I loot. That's because looting is how I'm testing my loot settings, right? If it's broken, I'm not going to do it. If it's good, right now it feels good. A couple people think it feels good as well, and we're going to go show it off a little bit and see how everyone else feels. But I do need a bow, so I didn't need to do what I just did. Let's make a bow. We're going to show it off a bit. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to drive straight to a bunker. So I've not opened that up yet, Grim. There's our little drone come checking on us. That, if you guys are watching, is also meant to make you think that like possibly an admin is checking you out. I'm too stubborn for that. Come on now. Wait, what? Oh, my knife is broken. But the idea is with the little bots to make you think there's possibly an admin watching. And for the donation department, I'm not doing donations just yet. I want the server to work and survive. You know, I want it to be popular. If people are enjoying it, then I'm going to open it up to donations and everything else as the server grows. It'll just be through a PayPal account. And then I'll post how much a server costs so no one's mistaken. It's going to be pretty transparent. The whole process is. So people like the server and it's growing and it's getting popular. The goal is to increase to 64 people, right? But everyone that plays on the server will have a say in how things go. That's the point of the Discord, is specifically so people can have a say in how their game is being played. There is a camping rule, right? But it's 10 minutes. If you're camping specifically to try to kill someone for more than 10 minutes, you're camping, right? That's just not allowed. But that is about the extent of the camping rule. And in bunkers, it's still 5 minutes because 10 minutes outside of bunkers are already sus, right? But 10 minutes of being like, I could sit in that building over there for 10 minutes. If no one comes by, then I got to go. That's 10 minutes. That's a long time. So there's like rules like that. But another one. What's up, Mr. Becker? That we were changed from certain servers is the rule you can use silent alarms. Thanks, Mr. Becker. So for example, if I wanted to, if I was going to I'm going into an abandoned bunker, and I leave my car parked somewhere, I can set a alarm trap. It's in a trap that doesn't cause damage to anyone, right? But it tells me that someone's at my car. You can use those outside of your flag zone. They're free to use. The only traps that can't be used outside your flag zone are explosives. So that's currently how things are going. Mr. Baker, guys, if you want a nice, good PvE server, that's where you want to go check out. Everyone that plays on it says it's the hardest it gets. So. Or actually, not PvE. I think it's just a hardcore. But if you want a PvP experience with just hardcore puppets, that's what this is going to be. I wanted puppets to be a threat in the base game. So there's lots of little things. Right now we're going to go look at loot to show you that I have increased loot in zones. So we're going to go to a bunker, and the puppets there should be quite substantial. Well, if I don't destroy my car. But basically, it's going to be a community-run server. So the people who have access are the people who watch and hang out. The password is merely just to stop random Chinese players and players who are there to troll servers from joining, if anyone's wondering why we have a password. I work all the time. Becca. I work all the time, so I can't really fully admin a server. So, a key to that is a password where only people that can join are the people who watch this server. And so we have our own server, a community server ran by the community where rules are made by the community. Everyone say hello to Becca. We haven't got to see her in a while because we haven't been playing or streaming while I did my research on servers. Let's take this guy with us. I got stuff. Alright, let's go check this out, guys. Alright. So we're entering a bunker zone, guys. So we should start expecting a nice increase in puppets here soon. Keep your eyes open. I've died to a horde of puppets already. Alright, we got one on the outside. Pretty standard. You can see our little message there. Don't cheat, don't troll, and read the rules. Simple. Once we get inside, now this means with the loot increase outside of these places, all loot should be better as well, because we're inside the zone of C2 bunker. I hope your leg is getting better. Good to see you streaming. Oh, thanks, Becca. And it is, it is. Oh yeah, Heinrich. I'll edit that. I was gonna use a screenshot and decided not to. I figured John was. It's good to hear he's visiting. John has missed the news. He doesn't even know about the server yet. I do still have a boot. But hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll be out of it. I'll be back to my full strength. Able to drive myself to work. Alright. Once we get inside, people, you should notice a nice increase of zombies and hordes. I died here the other night due to a horde. The puppets also do twice as much damage. So just a couple hits and you're dead. Oh, Grim's here, people. Look at that. We'll tell him hello in just a second. All right. We'll demonstrate some damage in a second. Oh, let me back up for a second. We'll demonstrate puppet damage. Because she can't be playing, pretending to be offline. Oh, gotcha. That's funny. Well, this is for everyone else if they're interested in playing. We're just here to review the loot. Show you guys like what you can find. See that's not broken. See like we're already finding empty containers. Flares, you know, nothing crazy. Backpacks, stab-proof vests. We're gonna go over puppets so you guys can see their damage. The increase in number. Show you that it feels like a normal server. Exactly. I get it. My wife's trying to get where she's working from home soon since she's pregnant. Alright, here's where the last time I noticed a big increase in zombies. When they spawned in. We already hear them coming from everywhere. We're gonna let one of them hit us so I can show you guys the damage. That one didn't do any. Well, let's try that again. So it looks like they don't. Looks like we're gonna increase damage further, guys. There's definitely more of them, but they're not hitting as hard as they should be. I mean, my gear's taking big damage, as you can see. But we're gonna have to fix that. Twice as hard is not hard enough. So let's we'll fix that off stream. Back to home when we're home. The immersive server thing is just join your server, right? The immersive server thing. Yeah, my gear actually seems to be working. Give me just a second. Maybe I missed something, guys. Because in rules, might be some things I need to edit some still. I might have left things in there. We copied rules we liked from some people, you know, so just read through these rules real quick, see if there's something I'm missing. Oh, you're right. There's one that needs to be edited. You're a sinner and a saint here. You're a hero. You're a hero for pointing some things out. Like I said, need help. Can't be everywhere at once while helping a pregnant wife. And the point is asking questions. Yep, thank you, thank you. I've been trying to install bots, guys, and I'm struggling. So, like I said, the pups didn't do too much damage, so we're going to edit that with everyone here so you can see how this works. There we go. Now we'll see how hard they hit us, guys. They don't have to be, but I would prefer them to be because I would like to be able to go through and look at players, and it gives me Steam ID number. If it's public, it pops up in my list, so I can actually see if a player has any bans for myself. So I would like it to be public, but I'm not going to ban anyone for it not being public right now. I have a friend who doesn't keep it public because of just a personal, his religion, if we're being honest. So if someone can just explain to me and tell me, like if they're like, hey, I don't want to have it public because of a personal reason, that's fine. But that's preferably like just send me a message and let me know. It doesn't have to be in the general discussion for everyone to read, especially if it's public. It's right there, guys. That's 30 rounds of bullets in the first thing. Let's discuss some of this loot. 45 rounds. Which I should be picking that up. So right here's what we found already. Just gonna show everybody. There's a lot of things, like I said, things can be edited by the community. I'm not trying to control everyone's fate. I want to be flexible, a community for the players, you know? Maybe no one likes certain things, we'll change it. I reserve the right to veto, like, bad decisions. There's, like, just a horrible decision. And the community's trying to troll. That's no bueno, right? But if it's not a trolly decision, there's going to be community votes, etc. But I wanted people who watch the server to have access for them and their friends. So, for example, your wife has friends. She can invite them. Because they're connected to someone to the server. Things like that. Oh, I understand. See, that's a pretty valid reason. Pretty valid reason right there. See, a reason like that makes sense to me, you know? Some people just want to be able to have the game up in the background while they're at work. You know, while they're working from home. If that's your reasoning, like, that's a fairly valid reason. Some people probably play games with their boss. So as we can see, the loot's not too broken, everyone. But when you find something, it has a chance to be much better. Is what we're trying to show right here. Once my health fills up, we're going to get hit by another puppet. I don't want to die trying to show things off. Got a hat right there. You know, just a balaclava. So I just want to show the loot's not broken, but it can be rewarding. As that's the way it's supposed to be. I want a rewarding loot system, not a broken loot system. You know, like that right there. Just showing people stuff. We gotta level our awareness, right? So. She can test it, no problem, whenever she wants. But the whole point is, if you're watching right now, you can invite any of your friends. Right? And if people are cheating, I mean, they'll be dealt with just in a reasonable manner. A fair manner. If you're being toxic or trolling or bullying people, we're not going to tolerate that. Like, nothing like that. The way it's going to work, it's going to be pretty open too, pretty transparent. If a lot of people are putting complaints in on you, then like that's an issue, right? We want to have a community of fun and fairness. Alright. Let's get hit by this guy real quick, everybody. Oh. Okay, there we go. Yep, there we go. Now we can see the damage, everyone. There's the damage. That's what I'm talking about. This is how I want it to be. We finally got the damage at the right multiplier. Might be a little high now, but we'll see. For now, though, I think that's good. That's where we want it. That's scary. Puppets coming at you? I want you to be scared. Exactly. But at the same time, that means puppets offer you a defense mechanism. If you're in a bunker and you're sneaking by puppets versus killing them, that's something that can help you defend yourself against other players. We can look at the loot, as we were talking about. We're going to go to armories in just a second. I'm going to look at different things. You know, batteries, that's good. Fucking snow globes need to be gone already. Number of puppets we've seen already is quite high. Luckily, we've not had a horde yet. Don't get a lot of mistakes. This is my yellow room. Normally I find yellows in here. So we find any yellows today. Or anything screwdriver related. Everything's pretty good quality when you find it. Not every trip can be great. That's why we're doing a couple things, just demonstrating and showing it off. Letting people ask questions on what they want to know. And trying to get people in. If you're interested, like, you have friends, get a friend. Invite a friend. It's not going to bother anybody. I always say play the way you want to, like, treat people the way you want to be treated. That whole golden rule applies. Be adults and play like adults. Let's go check out what we came here for. Let's go look at some of these tables. We should get a good amount of guns based upon loot settings. I don't think I checked the whole area, but it's fine. More puppets right there. Let's go see what we get from guns, and we'll check a medical wing. Do a full demonstration. Alright, just walking in. Box of bullets, tack holster. Let's see what else we got. Nothing. So this one's not the most, what's it called? Not the most glorious room, but we'll get there. Let's go ahead and craft 4 lockpicks. This guy should lose me soon enough. No. So you can trade TNT or C4 to me. CM4 is not allowed. It is bugged, so I'm not trying to. If I don't want to get hit by C4 and lose my base, I don't want anyone else to lose their base. You know, foundation targeting is not allowed. Stuff like basic stuff like that, not allowed. Just because I'm thinking like a player, right? If I don't want to have my base wiped on accident. Look at this, guys. Okay, first thing's a scar. Some ammo. Just gonna keep looking, seeing how the loot tables go. I know I could do this differently. I could probably unlock all this as an admin, but not really my style. I want to play the game and show you guys the thrill of, you know, opening something up, lock picking, and seeing the loot inside feels much better. Exactly. TNT is not allowed. Oh my god. Okay, so if anyone here thinks that this server doesn't have proper loot settings, this is my counter argument. This is what it should feel like. It should feel rewarding to do an abandoned bunker. You should feel like you're going to get something out of it. Or sorry, just a regular bunker even, right? You should feel like you're getting something. There should be a reward. And now you guys are getting first eyewitness of what the rewards look like here. I'll take one of these up there. I hear a lot of puppets outside. I got anywhere to put this? Alright. So we already filled up on goodies. So we're just going to take some things. We're going to look at some more things. Like this here is one armory. Lots of puppets. Everywhere you go, puppets. And now we know they can kill you pretty easy. Gotta be a little more cautious. The loot here is meant to be higher, so abandoned bunkers are gonna feel worth it. Everything's meant to feel worth it. Right now we're going to check and see how the medical supplies look. When you come into a zone, it should feel good, but we're going to do my normal method, guys. We got to check my control room for yellow. Well, shit. Y'all hear that, huh? Sounds like a horde. Alright. You gotta be worried about puppets now. I think they're above me. Fuck. It's nerve-wracking. Alright. Get our arrows. Y'all hear that? What the fuck was that? That scared the shit out of me. Apparently my hand got hit hard. 30% health. So we eat our tuna salad. That scared the bejeebas out of me. Maybe. Yeah, still scary enough, huh? Oh, no, I didn't mean to cancel that. Oh, wrong button. I meant to hit this. One of needles. Just keep looking and see if we've got any good loot here. Show things off. And that sounded like a scream. Very guttural zombie scream. Scared the poopies out of me. Alright, let's see what we get here. Normally you can find backpacks and stuff. So look. Clothes, compass. Block 21. That's a block 21 mag. Alright. Nah, there's not been... I had the opportunity to kill Geek, but I didn't kill Geek. And I say opportunity because I only had a bow. But he was going for a plane. I watched him go for it. Just like, look at him go, you know? Not enough people for me to kill anyone yet. Because there's not a lot of people around. But killing people is definitely worth it on this server, and that's the idea. Going to a place like this is worth it. You got a squad, you're gonna make money here. Let's see what we get inside there. What do you guys say? Let's take one of these. Antibiotics. We definitely need some antibiotics. Get rid of this shirt. Eat all those. Let's see if I got any lockpicking skill left. It's been so long since I've played. Yeah. Crash like there goes my hero. Hey, I didn't watch him. He made it out. But this is our server, so hopefully we got Geek on here trying. The idea is to get a bunch of people here. I wanted to appeal to people who like... Yeah, I watched them fly into the sunset. I did. But the idea is to get people here that like PvE, but like PvP. The zombies here are threats. We just seen that I could have died from the zombie. Alright, so my lockpicking's still here, guys. I still got some potential. And Phoenix Tears. Woohoo! That's what you want to see. You open up a locker, you want to find Phoenix Tears. The server's meant to appeal to players. The threat isn't just other players. The threats are also the zombies coming for you. Damn, another Block 21 mag. How many pickies I got left? I got 4 pickies. We'll take that. But you can see here, like, we're just finding some random stuff. Ideas to see what's worth what. Have a little fun with it. We got some painkillers there. I still need money, so I can drop. I gotta quit hoarding so many. But we're gonna leave soon. We're just showing you guys some of the loot, as I was talking about. The loot should feel worth it when you go into a bunker, so I try to make it that way. So any circle has increased loot. Abandoned bunkers, active bunkers, everything. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I got room for anything else? Let's try one more. It's taking good, Krish. How you doing? Krish. Crash. English. Hard. Sometimes. Alright, let's see. Yep, that's what I thought. So we're gonna go this way. More suicide puppets. On the lockpicking board on this server? No bueno. I've not lockpicked since I got... That was my first time lockpicking anything since I got, you know, removed from SC. That was my first time. So it felt kind of nice. I just picked an iron with one try. Well, I thought I was going to get more arrows out of that, but we'll take it. That's 5 puppets in one little hallway. But the puppets here give you that PvE hardcore feel. That's the idea. I want you to be scared of them. I want you to feel like you could die at any moment. Because I think that's what makes it fun. Alright, let's go. Wouldn't be me if I wasn't looking for MREs. Or spicy meat snacks. Come on. Can't go wrong with a spicy meat stack. Alright, let's see what we get in this one, if I can pick it. Oh, Jesus. 4 out of 5 is a really good deal. It only weighs 1 kilo. There we go. Alright. Let's see that. How many lockpicks I got left? 1 lockpick, 1 try. Let's give it a shot. Ah, okay, we got 3 tries. Well, Thursday's the wipe, so. Well, not wipe. The update is on Thursday. Given the number of players that are currently on the server, we might not even do a partial wipe since there's only like 4 people playing. So I'll do it again. Give me just a moment. If you want to play on the server or interested on the server. Oh shit, wrong button. There you go. That gives you the server name, the password, rules, everything. Everything a grown boy could want. And just like that, we're in, guys. See, no, it's not broken. We didn't get Phoenix Tears, you know, from both. But, you know, it sees here, you can still do a lot. You still have a good time. The loot's not bad. You can find apples. The loot feels rewarding. Oh, no problem. That's for everybody. The whole point is to keep like random players who like to troll servers from joining. Anyone that watches the stream or has a friend who watches the stream can play on this server. Because if you're on this server and you're on the Discord, you get to help decide rules in the future and whatnot. If there's rules we want to add, or rules we want to remove, things we want to tweak. If puppets are hitting too hard and you guys are like, can we tone it down, etc. Meant to be a community style server. It's only 30 players for now. It's solo, duo, or trio, so you can have a third man. You can have a 3-man team. But if the server become popular and it's a success, we'll increase it to a 64-man where you can have 5-man teams. If trio seems too much, then we'll bump it down to duos for a total max of 15 teams. But the idea is it's shaped now for solo players and small groups. I do have a lot of guns right now, no bullets. But this here's just an intro. Just showing people out that the loot's rewarding when you go into the zones. Every little zone. D4s have insane loot right now. That's why it's orange. Show you the quality of its loot. We just found 3 guns and 1 armory here. A SCAR, MK-18, AK-15, like, that was just one of the armories. 4 lockers. When you come out, we should see a bunch of puppets, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of times there's puppets all over this mountainside. Gotta be on our toes. We got one. Oh, here it comes for me. Got another one right there. There's 2 more. 3 more. 4 more. 5. Puppets everywhere. Let's check our ammo. We're running low. You can find vehicles on the map as well. So if you enjoy being able to find a vehicle and drive it around, you're more than welcome to do so. I found a vehicle. That's how I got my first one. I think someone else just found a Rager the other night. What we didn't do is mark where we parked it. I didn't think it'd be that hard to find a big yellow box, but let's lay down and get our stamina back. But yeah, the server's meant to be for everybody that wants to play a game, because if you're joining it, you're probably hanging out with us. If you're hanging out with us, you don't want to be bad. Like, you want to enjoy yourself. And it's meant for everyone. Right now we have 8 people online that could be playing on the server, and we have 6 more that are offline. Well, math tells me that's 14 people, which is half the server already. So people should be inviting their friends. Feel free to come and play with them. Go solo. Go against them. Whatever you want. If you like the rules on Survival Evolved, you'll like the rules here. except there's a few changes to make it a little more fun, a little more tactical. As we all know, I like my tactical gameplay. Things to give a solo player some help instead of harm. Like now, guys, if you didn't know this, on this server you're allowed to build. Let me get rid of these blueprints. So I couldn't place any because I already maxed them out. Now you can build, I think it's traps and defenses. You could build a silent alarm next to your car if you wanted. You guys can do this now. You could build one right next to your car. So let's say this is my car. Build yourself a little silent trap. That way if someone's going to lockpick your car and they trip it, now you know they're there. If it's an explosive trap or damage dealing, so stake traps, barbed spikes, barbed wire, wooden barricades, these 4 right here, and mines can't be placed outside of your base. But a fireworks trap, sure. Flare trap, sure. Silent trap, sure. Obviously, you're going to place these in your base because these can't be placed outside of a flag zone. But the ones that can be placed outside of a flag zone, these 4, not allowed. Mines, not allowed. But all these guys, you can place these wherever you want. That is allowed. You can place them outside of a bunker if you're inside of it. You cannot leave it at a bunker that you're not inside. So you can't drive around the map and place them just because you're like trying to figure out who goes into a bunker, timer, etc. That's not allowed. All right, guys. Well, looks like we're gonna be here for a few minutes looking for my truck. Simple rules like that, just a little change to give a solo player a chance to tell people, you know, a chance for him to know when someone's messing with his vehicle. A chance to fight back. Oh, there it is, guys. You still can't put mines on roads and stuff. Nothing like that. So if you like the rules on SC, you're going to like the rules here. They're common. It's things that people are going to enjoy, like us. If you enjoyed it before, you're going to enjoy it again. And it's a little more fair. So, put those in there. Put that in there. Fill up our car. I'll throw these 5 out of 5s in there. That there. All right. So that's what we got going on so far on this server. Throin's New World. It's meant for everyone that watches, anyone that wants to play on it. I get some of the rules aren't to some people's liking, and that's the community can choose them. I'm gonna host events. Like at some point during the week, maybe all of B1 turns into a safe zone, or this turns into a full. Everything in this zone is PvP, but I'm gonna make it like everyone that shows up that day, the winner who gets the most kills that day in this zone gets a prize. Maybe like you get to keep all your guns, you know, you go back for your bodies. No one's picking up guns, but whoever gets the most kills gets 2 yellows. We'll have like days like that. Like a B2 airfield battle, etc. Yeah, I've seen that. I'm not gonna turn Santa's gifts on right now, though. But I see what you're saying for during the event. But the idea is just to have an event on this server. We don't need another server for certain events. I can put them right here. But yeah, just showing everybody a little bit of the server, getting people the Discord link so you can join the Discord. You can invite your friends. You can play together. I was gonna do something, but I can't remember what it was I was gonna do. How the raid protection works. We went over that already. We can go over it again since there's more people joining. Just want to eat my spicy meat snack real quick. Yeah, there's a long way to Christmas. And Red Room server, I tried it. Not a fan. It was actually rather boring. Loot was way too high. Once you got a good gun, like once you found a gun, you dominated. If you couldn't find a gun, then you got killed. There you go, guys. Geek laid out the most important rule. The current raid protection thing, which we're going to show everybody here again. Not everyone was here the first time we went over it. How you doing, Geek? We're going to go over this first, like, our current raid protection style. One is just really easy, and it helps keep the global gold balance in check. You're not going to see anybody hoarding 100, 200 gold anymore. Let's say you reached endgame. You know, your base is concrete. Your base is cement. You're feeling bored. You want people to raid you. But you gotta wait till Saturday and Sunday. Not anymore. You don't have to wait till Saturdays. Seems biased as fuck. That's funny. You don't have to wait until Sunday anymore. Well, you don't have to wait till Sunday. Because every day is a raid day. But server reset should be coming soon, right? Oh no. Server should reset, but it didn't. So if we come here, as you can see, my base is currently protected. By clicking on your flag, you can get base protection. You can set your base protection. So right now my base is protected until 1800. You can see this. From 1759 to 1 a.m. Well, to set more base protection, it costs gold. I can't do longer than 8 hours. I try to do 24 hours, but this game doesn't let you. So if you have a teammate, 2 people, you pretty much can keep your base 24-hour coverage for 5 days a week. But so people don't have to wait till the weekend. Right now, we could turn off our base protection if we wanted to be raided. If we wanted someone to raid us, we just turn off the base protection and let them come. Well, something's not right. Give me just a second. Did my stream collapse? Oh, looks good to me. Well, everyone, give me just a second. I'll explain it once I can read your messages. For some reason, the YouTube on my phone quit working, so I can't read any messages. I don't know if it's an update or what. I agree, Geek. It is rough. But I can go over this with everyone right now. Because this is something as I talked about. If you guys didn't know, you go to server settings. Is it down here? I hate this system. Like I said, the whole idea is for people to be able to see things as a team. Oh, there it is. Ray protection. Hold on, I can't read anything because it's not working to work. Internet's being foolish on my phone. So right now, this would be, you have 8 hours. I messed up on that earlier. So basically, if you can get 8 hours of protection, and you pay 2 gold, or if you can wait 8 hours, or you pay 2 gold and keep it renupped. So that's one way of doing it. We can also change it to, there's offline protection after the last, so you can only do online raids, which is what I considered doing, was only online raids. But I don't know what everyone's thinking as a team. I can also do no protection or global, which global protection sucks. I can't edit the times. It chooses the times for you, and it's more than whatever. So what I thought about doing was this, everybody. Give you offline protection. So if you're online, you can be rated. If you're offline, you cannot be rated. And I can make it 15 minutes. And you're good for eternity. So we'll do, let's see what this is real quick. No, this is what we'll do. This will be the rules if people like this better. We'll make it this way for now. Right there. All right, everybody. And then on the weekends, during the weekends, I'm going to do flag specific protection. And we will do 6-hour protections. You got to wait 6 hours. I'm going to change the gold cost to 10 gold. So this is what we currently have. That is how our weekend waiting will work. So on the weekends, you can also get protection. But during the week, if you're offline, you can't be offline rated. That's one way of doing it, as you can see. There's multiple ways of doing it. And I can change all of those to how the community feels, what the community feels is better. But right now, I can't see anything because my phone doesn't want to load. Oh my goodness. I don't know what up with YouTube right now, guys. On my phone. Can't read any messages. This doesn't want to work. Have you guys said anything? But as you guys can see, 8 hours is the max. It's the most I can do. If I could do 24 hours, I would. The way it would work is every 8 hours, you could spend gold. Or you can do weekend protection where... Oh, okay. There's multiple ways of doing it. I can turn off raiding completely during the week. Very simple. Which is what I was trying to show during the week. So right now, my base is protected. Because of that one setting. But simply, on weekends, I can do... The server settings are really funky. I wanted to do weekends very specifically so people could see. But it has not been my friend. So you can do offline protection, where if you're offline, you're safe for 120 hours. After 15 minutes of waiting, there's flag specific, and that's the one where you buy gold. And there's global, which I have no control over. And then there's none. So right now I'm using offline. So people can be online rated. But I plan on working it and tweaking it a little more. Working it and tweaking it. But for current settings, it's the best I can do because it's just being really dumb. It's really hard to fix. I've been trying to edit command keys, updating them, everything I can. Just doesn't want to work. I think the Wi-Fi dropped out is the issue. Huh, it's good on my PC, but the Wi-Fi bugged out. That's what's going on. Interesting, yeah, guys. But it's working now, so I'm gonna set with it. So that's how this works overall, as of right now. Okay. Well, that's how it's working so far, but that's up for debate, right? I don't mind if someone's trying to raid me while I'm online. You know, that's one way of doing it. I can also turn raiding off, or I can turn raiding on 24/7. But adjusting the specific times is hard. There's no easy setting for it. I've been working with it for about 4 or 5 days. I got fame requirements to 0. That one was pretty easy. But raid times is the most difficult thing to edit in this whole game. So for now, I think I'm going to keep it at offline protection. So 15 minutes after you log out, your base is protected from being raided. And you have 5 days from the time you log out. Until I work with it. But the gold, if you're not solo, will be pretty easy. Because you could come here and you pay. It's free. But if you want to do 16 hours straight, you log back in, pay 2 gold, and you reset it. That's one way of doing it. Until I figure it out. I don't have to wipe anyone's progress. There's no wipe required. I can freely keep editing that as I go. So, but that's for people to decide how they feel. What they feel like they want to see, etc. That's for everyone that plays on it, how they feel. And unless there will be, when Thursday's update comes out, if you're playing on it now, unless they require a wipe, there will not be any wipe since the server's so new. If the update requires a wipe, we will be doing a partial wipe. So everyone's aware. So all your gold will stay in your character stats. But I do not plan on wiping it unless I am forced due to the update. But since it's not a big update, it's not 1.0, shouldn't need a full wipe. Minimal. Minimal partial wipe. If we're lucky, no wipe. So level your stats, get on here and do what you want to do. Have some fun. This stream is being pretty short. There's not a lot of people playing yet, so there's not really a lot of people for me to kill. But I wanted to introduce our server, the Throin's New World. I wanted to get the Discord link out so people could shoot rules. Play with your friends, invite them. You can have a squad of 3 as soon as you want. You can be solo. There's a lot of little things to it. The puppets are not a cakewalk anymore. You can't just think puppets aren't going to hurt you. Puppets will kill you. We're going to demonstrate that one more time. How strong the puppets are. Let's get a little water while we're at it. Then I gotta go get my hair cut tonight. I gotta get my all white hair, solid snake style, you know. Don't really have a lot of bullets yet, but do your thing, enjoy it. Take the armor, see how far you last, because he did a lot of damage to your armor. He did, okay. Yeah, I'll take the armor off. Let me get somewhere so I don't lose it. I only got this one. I've been selling everything, not keeping anything. Alright. Let's actually go mark my armor. But yeah, we're gonna work on the raid settings for everybody. Oh, look at that, guys. There's a lake here right here. If anyone joins the server and looking for a vehicle, let's open the hood up. Well, it's got nothing in it. What a shame. This is the first time I've never seen a puppet here. A bushman though. Hey, that's not bad. Oh, is that a chili? We can eat that. Dude, our base was swarmed by puppets from this town, like, non-stop. And now you're telling me there ain't no puppets here? Oh, there we go. Wait, I thought I seen some legs. Never seen this place empty of puppets. But right now, nothing. Okay, I guess we're gonna go run somewhere else and look around. Huh. Any server info I can share? Oh yeah, one moment. Depending on what you're asking, feel free to share this right here. That gets them in. If they follow that Discord link, they can join the server. They have the rules, access to the rules and the passwords, everything. And right now, offline protection is if they're offline, they can't be raided. We'll talk about it, edit it as a community. See how we want to go from there. I'm trying to get individual raid times fixed, but that has been whooping my butt. I have firmly been getting my ass kicked. But yeah, earlier we got hit by like 30% from a single zombie hit, which is what we want it to be at. See if I can't find a zombie. But, or puppet, you know, we'll run over this little town. But yeah, that's the idea, is that this server gives the PvE aspect where you gotta be afraid of puppets, but it has all the aspects of every hardcore PvP server. We have cargo drops every 10 to 30 minutes. There's the range. So you're looking at a minimum of 2 per hour and a maximum of 6 per hour. You have 3 minutes, 2 minutes it's in the air, and then it falls for 60 seconds. And so within 3 minutes it's on the ground. You know? Pretty much everything you guys could want. We're gonna have events, everything else. It's just the raid times is probably the biggest Hufflepuff. The hunting should not be super hard. I've driven by boars and bears already. I think Geek on his first spawn in ran into a bear. I don't have it where you have to just hunt, but animal spawns should be pretty good. I lowered them a little bit to increase puppet spawns, but nothing absurd. Grim's already a negative 1,000. He's struggling. Oh. AI knows all. What's this say? See, that's what I thought. I have all this I've been doing. Maybe that's where I'm fucking up. If you could take that not the screenshot, but the actual configuration and just send that to me. Sounds good, Mr. Becker. Yeah, Geek, if you could just actually send me that. Sweet, thank you. All right, guys, we're going to see how this goes real quick. I'm going to fix it. This is what I've been doing, but I think it's possible that I accidentally deleted my JSON file too much. We're going to save this right like that. Then exit it. So this should now update our thing. So what I'm going to do is, for the time being, y'all don't raid nobody. Don't raid nobody. We're going to make this global. I'm going to apply global. We're going to look for a puppet real quick, and I'm going to restart it. Yeah, I do have it set to 3.5. I showed everyone as I increased it. We may lower it to 3 if 3.5 is too high. Alright, let me check that. What you're saying, Geek. Give me just a moment. Oh, yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to change that right now. Alright, we file and save this again. The changes won't take effect just yet, but we'll test the changes out again. He gave me something in our Discord, and hopefully it works. We're going to see if we can find these puppets real quick, guys. Test our damage, and then I'm going to go back to admin work. That's what I thought, Mr. Becker, when I was testing it slowly. Every day I've been increasing a little bit. And then we went to 3.5 today, and it looked pretty good. But that's the idea. I want the puppets to be scary on a PvP server. It's not hardcore, but the puppets are scary. Oh no. This whole time I had my settings turned on for share. Oops. Alright, people can see. Transparency. If you noticed, I have no background cheating programs up. Alright, let's check this puppet, guys. Armor off. Let's shoot him in the leg to get him coming to us. Or I'm just gonna miss. Weak ass bow. There we go. Let's check damage, guys. Here we go. See how hard he hits me with that armor. There you go, guys. 30%. 30% damage. Hello, my love. What'd you say? I got puppets to spawn way out in spots. Very cool. Oh, nice. I've been working on that, Mr. Becker. Not got there yet. I need my arrows back. So Doc said baby Farrier is real healthy. She's not too big, not too little. Well, that's good. Well, everybody, we're going to end the stream here just because I was trying to show the server off a little bit. We'll show it off some more again later, but I need to go to admin and see if I can get these raid times fixed. Share this with your friends, whoever you want to play with. It's open to everyone as long as they join the Discord. Therefore, they have access to the password, which is underneath the rules. So once they read rules, they have the password to the server. It's not too bad. Puppets should hurt you so that it's difficult, it's intense when you're PvPing, and you don't have to be worried too much. And it's free to everyone. Like I said, don't expect a wipe if we don't have to. And you guys have a good night, and feel free to enjoy the server. Thanks for hanging out.